Hey everybody, good evening. What's up? Sorry, I just saw what Spice said and I was all like, oh. What's up, Satellite? What's up, Ras? Good to see you. Worst Elephant, Spiso, Lodra High. Hi everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Hope wherever you are in the world, things are going good for you. God knows there's enough stuff going on right now. And yes, I hear y'all. I definitely hear y'all. We need something. We need something to kick back and relax with. I mean, it feels silly to complain about my day, but I was very busy today and pretty stressed. We're doing a voiceover recording tomorrow morning at 8, and getting everything in line for that today was a bit hectic. Also, because I was doing training for one of our newer employees, which is a lot of fun. I really like doing training, but when it overlaps with a bunch of other really time-sensitive stuff, it's just like, so I needed this just as much as y'all did. Just the chance to put the current world aside and open up the pages of Nintendo Power from like what 30 years ago. Just be like, games. Yeah. Same, Rask. Big same. What's up, Manic? Good to see you. I was thinking about this, actually, earlier today. How kind of the complexion of this channel has changed a bit over time, and I don't think it was a conscious decision on anyone's part. I think it was just kind of a response to how the world was changing. Because I remember, in 2019, 2020, we would do a lot of talking about current events and things going on, and a lot of commiserating over what was happening. And these days, it seems more like it's just like, let's play video games. Let's chill. I'm not against talking about any of this stuff, certainly, but I feel like a couple years ago, it was more like we had an adversary that we needed to band together against. And it was encouraging for all of us to come together, talk about what was going on, encourage each other, provide that moral support. And then like post 2020, like post Trump and with the onset of Corona, I feel like the streams kind of changed more into, let's just think about something else. let's just put this stuff aside and do something else for a while. And I don't know if that was a result of being tired of fighting things or just exhausted in general. But yeah, I definitely know that feeling now, where it's just like I value escapism so much more now. Redheadorama, thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. Also, hi everybody who snuck in here. Azuma, Split Black Ribbon, good to see you. Sriracha, hello to you as well. Getting your ass kicked in Elden Ring a lot? I think a lot of people are doing that. It sounds really good, though. It sounds really good. Living the dumbest timeline, just grateful we still have tech and electricity for this for now. Yes, let's enjoy it while we can, shall we? I get too stressed about Ukraine, especially worrying about my mom. She had surgery today, set her broken arm. Well, at least the surgery went great. That's good to hear, Lodro High. So you should be well on the road to recovery then. We're coping. We've accepted we lost. We're trying to make the best of it. As dark as that is, I kinda agree with that. It's not so much about the fight anymore as just survival. Ashamed of Texas, proud of Dallas. Yes. Yes, strong agree. Strong agree. The more people that stand up to Abbott and his absolutely indefensible bullshit, the better. Playing the hot new thing, that's right, the new arcade Switch DLC. Yeah. Yeah, I think I mentioned my dad had surgery in January, and it went well, but still, that was... Whenever someone close to you has some kind of procedure, like, no matter how routine it is, I think it always just kind of gets in your head, and, like, you can't help but stress about it. So there's always that period of relief afterwards where you're just like, oh, thank God, nothing went wrong. Now, sometimes when you come back to a high skill game after a bit of a break, you'll start blowing past old problem spots to new heights. Well, that didn't happen. I sucked at That happens to me sometimes too. Yeah, it was real touch and go with me with Baba Is You actually. That was a game where like I would play it for a while and I'd get to a bunch of levels I was stuck on, and I'd put it down for a day or two and come back, and I'd still not know what to do. So then I'd put it away for a bit, and I'd come back like a month later, and all of a sudden I could beat one of those levels. It was bizarre. I actually started a game that people often call Dark Souls adjacent, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I hear a lot of people talk about that very, very fondly, and I still don't have a very good concept of what it is. Feels so horrible about not being able to do more about the Ukraine situation. It's frustratingly obvious that Trump was a Russian agent. Yeah. It's just... I think the real tragedy of it is, like, everyone saw this coming, and no one who could do anything about it did anything about it. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm, you know, I'm some master of international relations and global geopolitics, but I feel like if you know a war is coming, there's probably something you can do. There's probably something that the most powerful country on earth can do to prepare for that in some way that benefits the country that's going to get invaded, not just, you know, protect their own GDP, but I hate to say it is what it is, but it, like, more and more with each passing month, that just feels like the overarching mood of society. Like, there's so much to deal with on personal level and societal level and global level that people are just kind of like, well, what's up, Sacrificial Toast? You're just in time. we're talking current events. In the end, that's all. This needs to happen. Just hope I go out fast. Nothing typing. You have us, Ozma. You have the power hours. I won't let you go so easily. You have to hang out and watch me rage at old video games. Very important to me. Actual problems, a bunch of Europe relying on Russian energy. Yeah, that certainly doesn't help. Had to cancel your job interview today due to weather. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks, Manic. Hopefully it doesn't cause an issue. Been playing Elden Ring, been great. About an hour ago, how much worse it would be if Trump had won a second term. Yeah. Wait a minute, this isn't Elden Ring. Surprise! I wanted to put it in the title just in case that would trick me. real low effort trick, but well, there you go. Reschedule for Monday, but blah. More time to prepare? I don't know if you really prepare for interviews. I don't know. I'm the person sitting on the other side of the proverbial table now, so it's been, Jesus Christ, it's been like 12 years since I interviewed for anything. So Lord of the Rings NES game we can co-opt. There is a Lord, is it NES or SNES? I can't remember. I'm sure there is one. Enjoy streams like yours, just keep going as long as society remains and everything blows up. I'm gonna go, no real regrets. Make your peace, I suppose. It is SNES, okay. Hardcore economic sanctions that people are asking for in the US is gonna affect Europe the most. Ooh, that's probably not gonna help much then. No preparation doing no shit, just need to prove it to them. I gotcha. Well, maybe use the weekend to rest up then. I know I am. I'm gonna feel so much better. I always get really, really wound up on the cusp of VO recordings because they always go fine. I really shouldn't stress about them, but it's just the thought that it's something that I do that you only get one shot at. You know, if I edit something and I leave a typo in, I can fix it in a patch. If I screw something up in a VO recording, we can't spend the thousands of dollars it takes to get everybody back in the studio to fix like a line or two. So. Mention this to a few people. I'm taking a community college course on Martin Scorsese's filmography. That is definitely an interesting filmography to go through. A lot of really interesting perspectives there. Speaking of interesting perspectives, I guess we'd better get started tonight. We've got some stuff to do. Chief among them, we need to talk for a second, chat. We need to talk about an upcoming thing tend to interview very well. That's good. That's an important skill to have, for sure. So, I mentioned last night was the last night to nominate an SNES RPG that we may play for our next big game, right? What's up, Bangcopter? Good to see you. Well, I tallied up the nominations. I've selected 6 games for y'all to vote on, and I'm going to open up that voting in a minute. I just want to say a few things first, so that we're all on the same page here. In particular, because these are SNES RPGs, and most of them I am unfamiliar with. So, let's just get this out of the way. I make no promises to like your favorite game, okay? I feel like this is, because of some of the games that were nominated, I feel like this is necessary to put out front. Because I know some people are really, really, really fond of some of these games, and most of them I haven't played myself. And I need you to understand, like, I have the soul of a game reviewer. I am always going to be looking for what a game does right and what a game does wrong. And sometimes, like, there are no sacred cows for me. Like, I picked plenty on System Shock 2 when we were playing it. I complained bitterly some nights about Bloodborne. I have hated games that other people have loved. So if we pick an SNES RPG, and you're super excited about it, and you can't wait for me to play, you've been waiting ages for me to experience this masterpiece, and we get a couple nights into it, and I fucking hate it, that's how it goes. I'm allowed to dislike things. So, that also being said, if we pick a game, and I hate it, if people hate it, if it's not streaming well, I completely reserve the right to dumpster it and move on to something else. Maybe another SNES RPG, maybe something else. So, just putting that out there. Just putting that out there so nobody gets super, super attached to one of these games. The other thing I'm going to say, too bad you're stuck with it. The other thing that I'm going to put out there is that I would say some of these games have a little more value than others in this vote, because some of them, the way we stream and do things, aren't really going to come around again. Like, if I didn't pick your nomination, most of the ones that I didn't pick are because I'm either planning on doing them myself anyway. Like, I very much appreciate the person who put in a nomination for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Ultimately, that was unnecessary because I am 100% going to do that game at some point. We don't need to nominate. We don't need to vote on it. So I passed on that for now because it will happen. And a bunch of these other games that were nominated will happen and don't require a vote. But yeah, this is more of an opportunity for some of these games than others, because some of them will come up in the magazine and we'll have other opportunities to put it into the discussion and bring it up for votes and whatnot. Other games won't. So, with that said, I am going to let you loose to vote. You may vote for as many games as you want, but 1 vote per game, please. I think that's the way voting is going to proceed. Pretty much forever. On the upside, Shin Megami Tensei will never happen. Alright, so your options are Earthbound, Terra Enigma, Final Fantasy V, Bahamut Lagoon, Shin Megami Tensei, and Illusion of Gaia. So, please get to voting. Vote for the game you think would be the best for us to attempt a full playthrough of. This vote will probably last all the way through next week. I see no reason to call this one particularly early. And the tentative plan is to start whatever we pick on March 7th. So we got 1 more week of random junk being Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. And then we will most likely start whatever it is y'all vote for. So there's that. Now that we've spieled for the first 15 minutes and chat is unreadable because of all the voting going on, which is fine, which is good. Since it's 1 vote per person per game, that you'll get it all out of your system now, and that'll be fine. Let's talk about what we're doing tonight. It's the Power Hours. It's been over a week since our last Power Hours. Can you believe it? Is Elite Force going to be all of next week? I'm thinking 3 nights. So maybe yes. We might be able to cram it into 2 nights. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take. We'll see. I also don't have any plans for next Friday yet either, so that's kind of wide open. So anyway, welcome one and all to May of 1991, Volume 24 of Nintendo Power. This, I know I've mentioned this before, but I kind of considered this like the Silver Age of Nintendo Power. This is when they had a lot of cool shit to talk about, more than enough to fill a single month. And these are the issues that I think stuck with me the most from my childhood, because there were so many interesting games. They got really, really neat, really detailed rundowns in the magazine, and it was before the NES library really kind of bloated out with stuff, and it became harder and harder to kind of remember discrete games. How has Elite Force? Heard okay things about it? I don't actually know because I've never played it. A friend of mine played it a long time ago. I know some stuff about it, so we're gonna kind of experience it for the first time together, starting Monday. So, it'll be something. The NES library got engorged, you say? Well, the other thing, too, was with the advent of the Super Nintendo, all of the attention went there. And, you know, you'll see in a couple issues, actually, we're getting quite close to the Super Nintendo era. They did an admirable job of trying to split their attention evenly between the SNES, the Game Boy, and the NES, but it just didn't work out that way for long. So. Redfall PS2, 60 million games. There were a lot. I think my flash card has something like 600 or 700 games on it. Actual released licensed games. Yeah, I forget what the actual total number is, but there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff on NES. And since it was very much the Wild West of console gaming back then, there was a lot of weird stuff to crowd out the more deserving fare, I would say. I'm very surprised the SNES didn't capture near total attention even the launch titles. Yes, SNES had an incredible launch lineup. Just fucking incredible. And I don't feel like it ever really lost that momentum. Like, SNES games only got better and better over time. It was a truly remarkable system. But we'll talk more about that when it's topic. Tonight, I don't know how far we're gonna get tonight. It's a big question mark for me. Because the features this time are all really interesting to me. First is Vice Project Doom, which we've actually streamed before. This game very mysteriously ended up on the Nintendo Online service on Switch, and I took that as an excuse to actually do a full playthrough of it, and it is a fucking trip. This is a weird-ass game, so I really wouldn't mind playing through a big chunk of it again tonight. What did the SNES launch with? Super Mario World, Gradius 3, ActRaiser, UN Squadron, just a whole bunch of really good shit. Don't think people would get how expensive games were back then. That is true. That is true. In inflation and just like the general ballooning of the game industry has kind of obfuscated how much $60 to $70 were back in $1990. Yeah, dude, super strong lineup. And it's not like it ever weakened either. For one thing, it's not like those games go away. And for another thing, I mean, I'd be really curious to know more about the behind the scenes, like what if anything Nintendo did to kind of help developers get started designing for the Super Nintendo. Because it feels like, yeah, Pilot Wings. I forgot about Pilot Wings. Good call. It feels like right out of the gate, they were just firing on all cylinders. Like all developers. There wasn't really a teething phase for the Super Nintendo. Right from the get-go, it's like developers knew what they were doing and they were just cranking shit out. Final Fantasy II wasn't too far in behind launch either, now that I think about it. I feel like the Nintendo Power feature on that one was just like 4 to 6 months after launch. SNES seems like it had good third-party support. It had incredible third-party support. Everybody was cranking out amazing games for them. I mean, the lineup was so strong. I didn't even realize, but I've been playing King of Fighters 15. I've been on a big SNK kick. I didn't even realize that they released stuff like Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury like later into the Super NES's lifespan. And here in the States, they really got like completely overlooked because there was just so much good shit on the Super Nintendo that like these games that had hit it big in Japan were just like barely made a splash here. Tried so hard to like Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings is a pretty crunchy simulation for the time, really. Yeah, Street Fighter 2 was also pretty early. How much of that was because the SNES was quite a bit later than the Super Famicom? Oh, that's a good point too, yeah. Yeah, because Super NES was over a year after the Super Famicom, right? Capcom and Konami were huge, that's for sure. I didn't know about that split black. I'll have to look that up. Interesting. Pretty interesting, especially looking back now with how dev houses are consumed by the big publishers. Anyway, Nintendo Power. At some point, we will actually turn a page in this magazine. So yeah, Vice Project Doom, I'd like to take another look at tonight, because it's a really bizarre game. Then there's the Rocketeer. Y'all remember the Rocketeer, right? One wonderfully charming early 90s movie. Red Letter Media had a really good look back on the Rocketeer a while back. I really enjoy this movie quite a bit. I've never played the game. And I'm very curious what they made of it. Along those lines, there's a Lone Ranger game, which, I mean, in retrospect, I would not exactly have put money on them bringing back an obscure TV hero like the Lone Ranger for the NES. The movie's decent, I liked it okay, the game cute, well, I think we'll find out tonight. What I really wanted to get to tonight, and I'm not even sure we will, was the Adventures of Lolo 3. Because I like Lolo 1, I like Lolo 2. Lolo 3 is special. They did quite a bit with Lolo 3 to differentiate from the previous games. And like the core puzzling is still there. It's still a really hard brain-teasing game. But man, there's just so much more to it. Art Deco serial adventure always felt like an odd aesthetic choice. I mean, I respect that kind of choice. If it works out, it very much works out. I feel like one of the reasons Final Fantasy VI is so beloved is because of that Baroque art style. Like, how many other games can you think of that took on something like that? Not a major reason. Game Boy section this time. There's a 3D dungeon crawler actually called Mysterium that I had forgotten existed. I think it's designed around like some kind of alchemy system where you dip stuff in different pools of things to transmute them. It's from Asmik, so God knows what we'd be getting into there. It's also a Game Boy port of Gauntlet 2. Once again, God help us. Something called Battle Unit Zeoth, Nintendo World Cup Spot. I hope it's not just the NES spot. And Chess Master. Yes, Battletoads, the comic. They were pushing that game so hard. So hard. Yeah, they got a comic in this issue. They continued the comic stuff in the next one. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we're right on the cusp of it. The cover feature for the next issue after this one's Battletoads. So it is almost Toad time. It is almost upon us. And no one's more excited about that than I am. Art style Psychonauts, a weird mishmash of Art Deco and 60s with grotesque kids cartoon, and it worked perfectly. Yes, I strongly agree, Spice. More games need absurd aesthetics. I do appreciate that modern indie games have kind of gone off in their own directions, given aesthetics. They've done all kinds of stuff with pixel art, with like 2D vector art, with extremely stylized 3D, and I love that all this stuff is at least being attempted. There are some very, very striking looking games on Steam, which we might check out tomorrow night as part of Steam's Next Best, since we're going to be doing Adventures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. So then there's also the usual stuff. I have no idea what's in Now Playing and Pack Watch this time, so that'll be the mystery box this time. Mailbox. Artists are drawn to Mega Man 3. Mailroom was flooded last month. The oceans of great art from all over. Many famous characters represented. By far the most popular hero is Mega Man. This is pretty good. Pretty good little drawing right here. I like this. Imagine the evil queen or whatever she was from Battletoads made a lot of readers feel things. Yes, it did. Can attest to that. This is a pretty neat drawing down here. Very nice. This I feel like is really good down here. Got a really good comic style here. And then, of course, there's a Mega Man 3 poem that we'll, of course, have to read in the record. As you can plainly see, this is the end of Mega Man 3. You beat Dr. Wily with the Search Snake. Then rocks fall. You're flat as a pancake. Proto Man comes, whistles his tune. At the end of this game, Dr. Wily, doom. Or am I supposed to be doing the... There's a game on Switch about a fairy. It's the most insane art style I've seen in a while, but it works so well. Mishmash of porn-ass 3D models, stop-motion claymation collage. And we never saw Dr. Wily again. Wasn't willing to show his face again after that. Josh Foreman is 15 years old and lives in North Pole, Alaska, where Christmas decorations are up all year and 20-foot Santa Claus stands in front of the Santa Claus house. So this dude actually made models of different Nintendo things, and this looks really cool. Like, dude actually put some serious effort into this, made some neat stuff. Josh made his models mainly out of Cernet, which is a clay imported from Germany that hardens in the oven, like most clays that I know. The lead needs to be banned for right ever again. Wouldn't it be amazing if he became like a famous novelist or poet or something? He's a master meter. Studying Japanese now so you can someday talk with Japanese staff at Nintendo Co. Hey, check this out. Remember the Final Fantasy treasure hunt that was Players Poll Grand Prize last year? We had a great time coming up with that idea. This month, we're going to let our readers choose the grand prize for an upcoming Players Poll contest. The prize should be related in some way to one of the latest games, so don't send prize suggestions like a new Porsche or $10 million, especially nothing like a frozen pizza. So this ought to be interesting in the next mailbox to see what kind of ideas people threw up. And yes, that was a word choice I made. That stuff is really cool with pictures. Yeah, it's a rough picture, but I mean, it was the 90s. Okay, Vice Project Doom. Oh my god. Life must have been a lot less complicated before the aliens came to Earth. From where I stand, those creeps are nothing but trouble, and I know trouble. The name's Quinn Hart. I'm a Vice officer. My brush with the aliens started with a routine call on a runway madman. Little did I know that this by-the-numbers job would lead me to the alien leaders of the Beta Corporation. Beta makes gel. Aliens need gel to survive, but humans can't take the stuff long. First they feel total euphoria, then zap, they're history. That's why you can't sell gel to humans. Beta made a lot of money doing just that. Had to stop. If you're wondering what I was reading, it's this brilliant fuchsia on light blue background text that they crammed in here. That was definitely an artistic decision. That jaw, yeah dude, that jaw. Vice Project Doom is a sci-fi adventure from American Sammy that's loaded with action, plot twists, and thrill-packed stages. Most of the game takes place in the classic running and jumping side view. Some stages, though, look at the action from a totally different angle. Overhead driving scenes and first-person perspective keep the game new and exciting. There are 11 alien blasting stages. They kind of touch on the story. Like, they show... I mean, they're basically postage stamps here, but they show some stills from the cutscenes. The stage summaries are written in the character's voice, which I always thought was a cute touch. And then for each of these other stages, they have what's called the Vice file, which kind of keeps you abreast of the story as you go. No, Nintendo knows color theory. They got better over time, slowly. American Sammy, makers of such other hit games as... I can't think of other games that American Sammy made. I'm sure they made some that I actually enjoyed, but, I mean, who the fuck knows? So yeah, there's one in a construction site. There's a level in what looks like Chinatown. Some kind of transit base and caves. There's a big future tank boss. Shit starts getting weird as you get into these laboratories and on a train. You start fighting mechs. Was American Sammy actually American? American Salami? That's a good question. I don't know anything about the company. Like, not a damn thing. Stage 8 looks... Stage 8 looks like Stage 2 from Sunsoft Batman. Kinda. I always appreciated this when they would actually map out a path for you through the level and give you some pointers at each step. I always, for games that I never got to play, I always assumed that meant this section was like super, super hard, like just straight up impossible. They give a lot of details on fighting the bosses here. And they actually run through all but the final 2 levels. Including a bunch of the plot twists and stuff, so. Did you play Twin Cobra? Oh, okay. I feel like there's not much of a theme to the games they were putting out, but I mean, that was true for a lot of developers at the time, so. According to the wiki, no, they're not American, they're a Japanese company. Yeah, that about figures. I tell you what, let's play this one. Let's jump into this one for a bit. Because I really enjoyed streaming it, as fucking weird as it was. All the way to the end, though. I'm trying to make a map like that for a 3D game, nightmarish, yeah. Well, I guess we'll see some stuff like that when we finally get to N64 era. I have the strategy guide for Mario 64. But there it is, Vice. Ah, there's only 3 V games on the NES. Vegas Dream, Vice Project Doom, and Videomation? Oh, I think I know what Videomation is, actually. But anyway. Vice. Not the Miami kind. Look at this prosperous, ripe world, all of an open market at my command. Yes, the future of these people depends upon me. Strange half-faced man. Jacobs, update me on the status of Project Doom. Yes, sir. Progress is as scheduled. However, there is one small problem. The subject has escaped. One of the subjects has escaped. And we haven't been able to locate it yet. Uh-oh. Also, we're using 4 periods in our ellipses. Find it and cancel it. This operation cannot be compromised. A lot of people think cancel culture started in the late 20-teens, but no, it actually started in the 1990s with Vice Project Doom. How is something? He spends most of his time with them. Should I bring him to you? It may be about time. What's that guy's hair situation? No, leave him alone. He will come, just as I did 30 years ago. His art is cool as heck. This is a good-looking game, to be fair. Bring me. They do have a US subsidiary. That's what American Sammy was. Push start. Okay, fine. I'll push start. I missed my chance. We can't play the video game now. Compromise. Oh my god, I was just kidding, but you really only get 1 chance to start the game. There we go. Okay. Yes. I'd like to start the video game now. Alright, Maniac loose in Area D on Route 246. Take him down. Nice and easy. American Sammy McGee was all facade shelf work. Yeah, I got him. Just what I needed. Another nutcase loose in the city. It's showtime. Exclamation point. Exclamation point, exclamation. So we're actually starting with a top-down racing segment. Hang on a sec. Audio had trouble. Oh, come on, man. Give me a second. Hang on. There we go. At least we got it out of the way early. There we go. I forgot how hectic this sequence is. It's just happening constantly. Oh, that's right. You actually control your speed in this. You can change gears. Oh, I needed that meat to heal my car. Proper schmuppin'. Teresa's American Street are very active tonight. Oh, fuck yes. Oh well, should have surrendered while I had the chance. There's no record of this guy, but his hands... His fingers were twisted. They weren't human. More like claws. Literally claws. That gun he carried. Talk about creeps. Christy! You run and check on that stuff we found in the vehicle? Sure! Who's there? Show yourself. Don't worry, just your guardian angel. Guy has some kind of like robot mohawk. And now we get the title screen. How about that? And straight into stage 2. Okay, right away. They got the fucking hopping vampires and crawling guys with spikes on their backs. Badass art is confusing me. That's what's confusing you about this? Let's see. Okay, I have a gun as well. I think this is like a laser whip, actually. Most cyberpunk enemy, Zhang Shi's. Yeah. Oh shit, it's falling. Oh god. Oh fuck Jesus. Oh lord. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're dead. What's up, Emerald? Good to see you. Demeron, I desperately want to read that comment, but give me a second here. Whoop. Alright, we made it. Are we going down? Can't remember the details. I think it's something about Sammy Holdings branching out from pachinko or other electronics like cash registers. That's why you hear the sonic ring sound at gas stations. Oh, that's interesting. Nice climbing animation. These crawling guys are particularly weird. Huh. That Pumpkinhead? Oh god! Not ready. Yep, they do the hopping vampire thing. This guy done replaying Silent Hill 2. All I have to say is holy shit. Oh! Jesus. I don't remember this game being this hard. Maybe I made extremely liberal use of the rewind function on the Switch. Man, I love that so much. It makes so many old games so much more playable. Alright, fuck you. Alright, grenades. Yeah, I have grenades. Sorry, Arcane. Add death is a is a mod-only command. When it was being used legitimately, maybe I should change that. Just let y'all go get silly with it. Ugh! Tip line. There you go. Ha! It's a shootout. Who will triumph? should probably not fuck with this guy. Meats! I got the meats! Oh god. Rewind save states, I want it all. I don't know how I tolerate some of the stuff back in the day. Yeah, I completely agree, man. Boss time. Oh god! Motherfucker's just throwing whole I-beams at me. Ow. Okay, don't jump the high ones. Gotta admit, this is stylish as heck. I actually think this is a pretty cool game. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this one. What's going on around here? Christy! Sorry, it's me, Sophia. Christy asked me to check out that stuff. And what I've been able to find all leads to Kim Ron. Apparently supposed to be a rat guy. Kim Ron? Rumor has it that he practices black magic. This game's plot is all over the fucking place. Bad dog. Bad magician. Bad street samurai? Ow. Ow. Jesus. Yeah, give me a drink. Ow. Okay, those fires do hurt you. Do not walk into the fire. Pro tip. Enhance your Vice Project Doom playing experience with this one simple tip. Do not walk into fire. Bad dogs. Fire bad! Sometimes I just want to write a story as balls out and saying his old NES game storylines. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I sometimes feel constrained by a perceived necessity to make sense and not just write some insane cyberpunk thriller about gel-eating aliens and Jiangxi and Pumpkinhead and rat people. Actually, now I think I'm just describing Shadowrun. Do we start playing a different game without you telling us? What the hell does this have to do with the plot description in the magazine? That is the beauty of Vice Project Doom. That is what makes this game special. Trustworthy politicians and friendly cops. Oh god! Oh, this guy's fucking me up! Okay, that didn't work out. This is straight up just an unlicensed Shadowrun game at this point. Why am I gonna damage rush this guy? Yeah, Kim Ron is not fucking around. Ow. Okay, I can avoid. Oh, okay. Alright, I am accomplishing fucking nothing here. Jesus Christ, bro. Ugh. Shit. Oh, I had that. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Except I think I'm gonna run out of bombs. That's gonna be a problem. Grenades? I got 10 grenades. Ah, shit. Walked off there. So contact damage is 3 bars. Don't know how much the fireballs are. We'll need to find a place in this pattern to get in some gunshots. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's that. Damn. Ow. Oh, I can just damage rush him at this point, I think. There we go. He exploded! Kim the Bimmy. Kimron Illick. Alright, guess what I came across? That rogue driver's gun turned out to be military issue. Army. Top secret. Oh, and guess what the boys in forensics found? They found out what's in the stuff? No, not yet. But they said that the dirt found on his clothes is native to South Central America. South Central America? Well, there's been some news of trouble coming out of this town called Ricardo. Might be worth checking out. It did smell pretty bad. Well, even though it's a little early in the season, I guess my vacation's gonna be spent in Ricardo! Exclamation point, exclamation point. And here we are. Welcome to Ricardo. We have samurai here too. Oh god. Some dickhead with a launcher. Who falls from the sky. Oh my god, your gun sucks, bro. Hate to tell you. Oh shit. Oh wait, I can get, aha, okay. There we go. I like these stages. I like the way they're laid out. Lots of multi-level platforms, plus enemies that can take advantage of it. Game makes you say bro a lot. It's gotta be this guy. It's gotta be Quinn Hart. Come on, boys, let's party. Alright, check this shit out. Alright, we actually still have limited bullets here. So I can't just blaze away. Ow! That could stab me in the junk or something. No! So with this game, I kind of feel like American Sammy was like, what kind of game should we make? And then they were like, yes. South Central America reminds me of my mercenary days. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck is that guy? Hey, it's Ryu! And birds. It's Ryu and the birds that killed Ryu. And some excavation. Gameplay roulette? Yeah, basically. I mean, I joked, but this is when the game really starts feeling like Ninja Gaiden. For, I feel like, pretty obvious reasons. Oh god, the crystals! Ryu and the Birds is my 8-bit tribute band. Oh god. Remember what I was just saying about how much I liked that the levels were designed to, like, give the enemies something to do? Heroes, former Blackwater, very cool. Meats. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow, indeed. So, see, here's the thing. You can do this in Ninja Gaiden because you have magical ninja powers that can, like, blow up the screen. You do it in a game like this, kinda less effective. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, that's no good. How the hell is this sequence supposed to work? I guess like that? And then like that? That's actually pretty tricky. Mom, I went Ninja Gaiden. We have Ninja Gaiden at home. Ninja Gaiden at home. I mean, isn't there... I've only played it a little bit on emulation. Isn't there a stage in Ninja Gaiden 3 that looks like exactly like this? Isn't it literally like a South American swamp in Ninja Gaiden 3? The funny part, of course, being that this game came out before Ninja Gaiden 3. These fish are real assholes. You can't fucking do that! Bird. Oh, fish. Oh my god. No, holy fuck! Man. Remember the awful Darkman NES game? There's a level where, based on how you scroll this vertical section, 2 moving platforms will spawn in perfect desync, and you have to just die. We're gonna be playing that too, I'm sure. I don't think we're not too far out from Darkman either. It's coming. Ow. Darkman is a well-known Kusoge. Well, that's kind of our specialty around here. Fish! Fuck. Fuck fish. Fuck birds. Fuck everything. Bird! Darkman has the same engine as your favorite RoboCop 2. Oh god. Oh god, no. Because ignore birds, do not fuck birds. Oh boy. I guess they also played Gradius at some point. Oh, fuck you, man with a gun and functioning knees. A real piece of shit, you know that? Alright. Behold the super tank. Oh god. So we had this amazing idea. What if we put the weak point of our super heavily armored tank on a big pole sticking off the front of it? What the? An El Grande welcoming party feels almost like home. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's amazing what they can do with brick these days. That's not brick. That's not brick. That's not brick. A unicycle tank. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how the fuck that was supposed to work. But you have to get behind those guys. Yeesh. Sorry, what? Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Ah! Please don't blender my head. Oh, hello. Good. Fucking man with gun. My arch nemesis. Fucking man with gun was about to dunk me in a pit. You reminded me to get some water. Ah. I guess if I have one criticism about the level design, a lot of the background and foreground elements tend to blend together. Like this level in particular, it's becoming kind of difficult to becoming kind of difficult to tell what's foreground and what's background. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck, you got off too. Fucking ninjas. Okay, so you can, oh my god. You can pop those guys on the way up, but you kind of have to know they're coming. Ah. And yeah, if you don't, they pretty much got a guaranteed line on you. I did the same thing. I was so worried about hitting my head on the upper blades, I just bounced into the lower ones. Damn it. Alright, gunman, come here. Yep. Alright. Hup, there we go. Fucking ninjas and guns. That's cheating. Dude, what the hell is this place? This has an extremely Sunsoft Batman color palette. Oh, get off the... Need him off the ladder. He wasn't listening. See, here again, because the threat is the exact same color as the platforms, I just walked right into it without realizing it. Oh, wow, okay. That sucks. He's just cleaning the ceiling. Shot that man in the ankle and he died. No, I want you to get down. Eh. Can I bomb that guy? I can! Look at that. Ah! Oh, here we go. Okay. What do we got? Ow. Okay, so this thing... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I am absolutely fucked here. Okay. No. Wait, that's weird. Did we transition over to another level without actually fighting a boss? Or did they just let you... I did it again! I can't see them. I can't see those blades. Ow. Fuck off! I can't get over his ladder climb animation. It's so goofy. This is the beginning? I thought we didn't fight a boss. Wow, okay, I just realized all the power-ups really are predetermined. Like when we were back in like the gray pipes and stuff area. I don't think there's a boss for that section. Okay. I think I may just be able to stay here and mash attack and win. With, like, no threat to myself. Well, almost no threat to myself. Ah, fuck. Not a great speedrun strat, but I guess it works. Technically, yes. I'll accept that. Heart, go, danger. That voice, Reese? Oh. What the? I thought you were. Wished I were. What? What happened to you? I found source green slime. Who did this to you? Set up. It's a conspit. Oh, man, with your face, he... Blam! Arg! Reese! Still keeping watch on you, Heart. Where'd he go? Reese? Heart! Reese, you gotta hang on. Sorry, it's slinking off camera. The girl, they've got her. Save her before too late. Reese's Pieces. Reese? Reese! What the? What does this have to do with anything? It says Sammy. And now we're on a train. Boss design kicks ass. Hit its fart missiles out of the air. What if Ninja Gaiden 2 train, but also Ninja Gaiden 2 lightning stage, but also backwards? See, I can be a game designer. I get how the thinking works. Fuck. I'm eating Reese's Pieces right now. I could go for Reese's Pieces. When I go to Yogurtland, I like to get like some kind of like vanilla or birthday cake yogurt, and put mini M&Ms and Reese's Pieces on them. They're really good. Wait. Oh god. Wait, what the fuck am I even fighting at this point? Like, what is going on? Snap, maybe I'll try that. It's good. It's really good. What if Ninja Gaiden Hell's Sewer level, but green? And also not a maze. The not a maze part I can appreciate, certainly. Ugh. the question of all questions. You pronounce Reese's Pieces or Reese Pieces? Reese's what? Reese what? The proper way to say it, my heart wants to say it the wrong way. Y'all aren't actually asking me how I pronounce things, are you? You know that's just gonna end in tears. Boss time. Reese's Pieces. Okay, alright. Do you have... Oh god! Okay, this guy has kind of a fucked up pattern. Okay. Oh, don't make me start from here. Are you fucking kidding? Oh, okay. It's actually not that far. Okay, so, ow! Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Ah, shit. That's right. She just went straight down. I gotta remember that. Okay. What's up, Eva? Glad I showed up to your artist swearing like a sailor and hurt my poor virgin ears. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't make any sudden moves. Where's the girl? I want answers now. What is Reese again? Reese 2. Don't play games with me. Where is the girl? Arha ha ha. What? I'm sorry, what? The guy threw a donut at me. You guys continue to throw donuts at me. What the fuck is it? What is this? So I was gonna say, before the cutscene landed, I feel like you can always kind of tell, like, the amateur platformer game devs, because they design bosses with very, very, very easy patterns. Like, yeah, like Ninja Gaiden bosses certainly have patterns that can be exploited, but like, I remember very little about playing this game. And after just like 1 or 2 tries, I can find a pattern with these bosses where I'm just like not gonna take any damage. Okay, that sucks. That guy's donuts suck. And I think more than anything with this game in particular, it really feels like whoever was producing or planning this game at American Sammy just played like a whole fucking lot of like popular NES platformers and was like, let's just made a list of stuff they wanted to do. Like, they played Sunsoft Batman, and they played the Ninja Gaidens, and they probably like played some Contra, maybe some Mega Mans. And we're just like, we can do something with all this. Oh, that didn't work out. Donut guy's really obnoxious. One of the really interesting things about this, I've noticed their level design, the way enemies are laid out. They'll put enemies in really cramped, complex patterns that are hard to avoid damage. But then the final enemy in an area... Okay. Ow. The Wait, is it really that easy? Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is. The final enemy in an area will have like a full health pickup. So as long as you can just make it to the end of the area, you get all your health back. Heart, I've been looking all over for you. Question, what? Oh shit, it's Sophia. Oh, it's just you. Gee, thanks. I've had warmer receptions from an icebox. That's a snooty Michael. Yeah, hey, I'm sorry. It's just that I'm really worried about Christy. I haven't heard from her. Remember extremely important character Christy? Listen, I just got word that Christy was seen being abducted by some guys dressed in uniforms from that biotech lab. Be something. Biotech. I owe you one. Again. Thanks, Sophia. Don't mention it. Playing Infernax lately, and yeah, despite the game being fairly difficult, the bosses are just really basic patterns. They look cool, but they don't really do anything. And yeah, I feel like that's oh god. I feel like that's ultimately where we're at with this game. Like, the enemies are pretty basic. They just cram a whole bunch of them together. And if you can survive the onslaught, you get a free health pickup at the end, and it's not like it actually matters. I will give them credit. It does seem to be getting more and more important to use my other items, rather than just barrel through everything with melee. These donut motherfuckers. The real problem. Oh god. Jesus fuck, stop it! Oh my god! Ugh! That was absolutely meant to be my ass. And that is my ass. Biotech Lab is spooky. Thank you, Mr. Informant. I think that was another Ratman. Yeah, those look like Ratmans. What do the coins do? Just score, as far as I know. No, not more donuts. Jesus God. I love donuts, but these guys are assholes. I also feel like for the most part, the music's been pretty good throughout the game. Oh, it must be at the boss. But this level is kind of... Ooh. See, now we're getting to the oh, you played Contra part. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ow. I threw it right over his fucking head. God damn it. Oh, that falls. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, this is gonna be a little complicated. Ow! Fuckface. Alright, boss time. Are we still in South Central America? I don't know where the fuck we are now. What's this guy do? That's interesting. He's like, yay, look at my slime buddy. No! Fuck! Oh god, those do a lot of damage. It might actually be easier. I might be able to melee rush that guy. Ow. Ow. Just kill Mewtwo. Working on it. Hubris. Hubris of man! Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Chugga, 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 chugga. Well. Oh fuck. Not good. Yeah, I think melee might be the way to go here. I don't know. I'm not doing so hot. Okay, if I'm just a bit more careful, I can do this. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh. Shit. Not that it matters. You just do this part over again. I appreciate the generous checkpointing in this game. Ow. Damn these easy bosses. Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck. Somehow made him shoot at me. Ah! Looks like the coins get you extra lives. Ah, okay. Ah, yeah, because I had like 98 at the end of the last run, and now I have 3 lives instead of 2. Alright. There we go. Almost full health. I've never seen anyone curse themselves so completely. Shit. There we go. There we go. Yeah. What? I know what she's thinking. Christy! Heart? Is it really you, Heart? Christy? What have I done? No! I'm sorry. Instructed to. I love you. So very tired. Christy, hold on! Beta. Christy was Skullface all along. Christy! Okay. Beta Corporation, world's largest conglomerate. There's still a piece missing. I've got to follow this to the end. Talk about seeing yourself face to face. Oh no! He looks just like me. Who is he? What is he? Christy, stand by me. Help me to settle this thing once and for all. I want to be the one to fill your dark souls with light! And then we get another driving sequence. I wonder if those blue cars are just like normal commuters. I'm just blowing the fuck out of them. This is like shit snatcher? Yeah, kind of. Kinda. Road snack? Oh Jesus, okay. We have road snack boss. Whoa there, Nelly. Pew 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 pew. I want to get in there and finish him off. On you fuck. There we go. We see a Polaroid of our twin. What happened? We saw like a clone of ourselves in one of those like bio tubes. The perfect ending to a lousy day. Time to settle the score. I don't know what he's pointing his gun at. Oh shit. There we go. I forgot there was a second one of these sequences too. I love the way these guys scamper around. They're so cute. Oh, so you like this game, but you don't like Bayou Billy? Yeah, because Bayou Billy is shit. Bayou Billy's a garbage game. Alright, here we made it. We've made it to Castlevania. Don't get me started on Bayou Billy. Don't get me started on Bayou Billy. There's evil clowns in here, apparently. I'm not really sure what's going on with the music now. America's got ripped off on Bayou Billy. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay. What the fuck are these things? Need to make an already difficult NES game that hard? I mean, Bayou Billy would probably be... Yeah, Bayou Billy would probably be pretty fun if it was... Oh my fuck. Okay. If it was, like, playable, you know? But it will just, like, beat the unholy fuck out of you. I've tried Bayou Billy multiple times, and, like, it's so onerous just to get past that first room. I am fucked. Oh, why? I think that was the boss door, too. Shit. I got gravitied. Fuck off, ninja. Oh, seriously, fuck off with this shit. Those guys are a huge pain in the ass. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck off! We've been expecting you. You've had a very long journey. Yeah, I almost missed my date with you. Yes, well... How about we get straight to business? What's this about? It's about survival. I am merely a provider of what is required for existence. provider? You're nothing but scum in a business suit. Come now, there really is no need for such hostility. We are a legitimate service, which... lies, cheats, steals, and assassinates. Real legitimate. I had better hopes for you, Mr. Hart. Things did not go quite as we had planned. Am I making some goop drug that people are addicted to? Yeah. So is this it, Mr. Hart? You disappoint me. I've waited so long for your return. I'll explain in a second. How do you know my name? What do you mean, return? What say we call it fate? You've got a lot of nerve, Mr. Fate. I don't think so. How can you deny what you've already seen? Do you recall the capsule? Amazing resemblance, wouldn't you say? Blah, blah. Is it beginning to make more sense now? Oh. Your face, like mine, and that thing, are all the same. Very good. You and I are merely dolls created to maintain this organization, to keep it prosperous forever. The elusive Interrobang. After me, you will take over. After you, the one in the capsule will inherit this organization. This is our fate, our destiny. Yours, maybe, but that doesn't mean I'm part of this package. I see. You leave me with very little choice in that case. Enough. You're acting above the law. I'm gonna take you down. Don't defy me, Hart. You are one of us. Disobedience will not be tolerated. Why they pick a very average-looking guy as the face of the future? Let's do it! He fights like I do! Actually, he really does. It sucks. It sucks and I hate it. He has a better gun than me. Fuck this guy. But enough talk, have at you. Oh my god, I don't want to do this level again. Oh god. Okay. There. Oh, look at all that meats. Games Project garbage, right? Oh, so the thing is, so the premise of this game is aliens have landed on Earth, and they're coexisting with humans. And this corporation, the Beta Corporation, makes gel, which is like what the aliens need to eat to survive. But it's super addictive to humans. And I guess the Beta Corporation has been feeding gel to humans for reasons. I'm going to try gun. Oh my god, I'm not listening to all that shit again. Oh, I think I got it. I think I know what to do. Yeah, I got it, I got it. I think I can trick him into taking swings at me. Yeah, I got it. Well, kind of. Boom! There we go. Does the game help rob aliens at any point? Nope. Your skills are impressive. What a shame you won't be needing them any longer. I tire of this game. You must die. Oh. Come and get some. Holy shit. Hello. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, do I need to... How the fuck do I do this? How the fuck do I do that? Oh my god, stop making me do this level. Shit! Oh, damn it. Oh, I really don't want to do this. God! If I just knew what that boss's, like, what the boss's actual weak point was, I'm sure I could do it. Because it seems like he, again, has a really simple pattern. This dick. Prime for kicking. These things are really obnoxious. Okay, at least this stage is really short. The D, the weak point for every person. Did he look like a person to you? Not trying to be rude or anything, but I mean, fucking come on. Oh my god. My timing is fucking falling apart here. Giant Skull 4 legs might still have a package. No! God, Jesus Christ. On a fucking... Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna die this time. Yeah, I know. I know you can expect me. Very honored. Shit, okay. Okay, meats! Love it. Delicious, delicious meats. Okay. Ah! I love how after this battle, this guy, like, compliments my abilities. It's like, bro. Okay. Okay, how do I fight this thing? Shit. How do I fucking fight this thing? Okay, okay, okay. He sticks his face down. How do I hit it though? Okay. How did I hit him? Okay, you really gotta kind of lean into it, I guess. Ah, but I hit his leg. Please use bullets. Okay. Maybe bombs. He's doing jazzercise. I mean, that technically hit him. Okay. This is technically working. Alright, 2 more bombs should do the trick. Don't time out? Nah, we're good. We're good. Nothing has changed. This is bigger than you or me. You cannot end it. You cannot destroy it. Every dog has its day. Just remember, Mr. Hart, in you flows the same blood as mine. That's it! That's all you get! This rules, the story is silly, the game sells it. I completely agree. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this game. Whose blood is that? I hope it's not Chris's blood! But yeah, I feel like this is an underappreciated little gem. It's very derivative of other games. Like, clearly they borrowed a lot from stuff like Ninja Gaiden. The end. But it's just got this absolutely crazy, like, bugfuck crazy story that it leans all the way into, and I kind of love it for that. And it's just, it's a solid platformer. There's nothing wrong with it. Yep, can't forget about the guy in the tube. I'll tell you right now, they never made a sequel to this. So that's all you get. That is all the Project Doom you can handle right there. It's all the Project Doom I can handle. So yeah. First Reese, now Christy, I had nothing to lose. I kind of respect that they had a story they wanted to tell. They wanted this like weird ass cyberpunk noir epic. And they were like, and you're gonna fight your buddy who's been turned into a robot. And then they're gonna kidnap Christy, and you're gonna fight this combat suit. She's gonna be inside it, and it's gonna be all tragic and stuff. But they just didn't give those characters any depth or anything. So it's just like, fuck it, whatever. Game still works. Game still functions. So, yep. Vice Project Doom. If you have the Switch, if you have the Nintendo Online service, you can play this. For some reason, I don't know, maybe American Sammy rights passed to Nintendo or something. Beats me. But you can experience the majesty yourself with save states and rewind. Kind of digging the Electrode Zapper art on top. I kind of dig like the whole aesthetic of the thing. Pretty neat. Howard and Nestor. This was the point at which they changed the Howard and Nestor art, and I found myself way less enamored with it. So, I mean, let's be real for a second. You do still get some really good faces from it. Like, Howard and Nestor did not lose, like the true magic, which is the amazing fucking faces that he makes. But the overall art, I really enjoyed this. The older, like, cleaner line art. So, be right back and create a Vice Project Doom fan game. Nice. Bring that shit back. Love it. And they're playing Monopoly of all things. So, why Nestor look like Conan? Well, I mean, Conan, like, Nestor was obviously the inspiration for Conan. I'm pretty sure he's talked about that on his show at some point. So, yeah. The Rocketeer. Rock-a-who? Ready to rock is blast off for spellbinding aerial adventure over Hollywood in the late 1930s. You are Cliff Secord, a reluctant hero in a tale of pre-war tension. Rocketeer from Bandai soars into action based on the upcoming summer blockbuster from Walt Disney Studios. Okay, curious why they crossed out Nestor to write Nestor. Because he wants bigger billing than Howard. He's pissed off that Howard gets first billing, so he crossed out his name. He's like, Nestor! I guess. He's not the brightest kid around. Let's be real here. Kicking the shit out of Nazis how appropriate. It's timeless. It's a story that'll never get old. Beating the shit out of shithead. So weapons. You have your fist, pistol, rifle, spray gun, grenade, bazooka. Don't remember most of those from the movie, but bullet packs, heart, and rocket fuel. That's right, you can't just fly around willy-nilly like some kind of rocketeer. You need fuel. It all starts when Cliff Secord, ace racer for the Bigelow Air Circus, finds a package in the cockpit of an unused plane. Cliff and his pal Ambrose PvP body. And this package is something special indeed, a streamlined double-cylinder rocket pack. PV crafts a helmet, and Cliff is readying for a test flight when a mob of thugs breaks into the hangar. PV makes a run for it, and Cliff takes the air as the Rocketeer. So here again, they map out the level, and they also like show you the path through it. I'm not really sure why, because for the most part, these levels are pretty linear. I guess they shrunk down the map, so they wanted to make sure that you could tell what was going on here. Chapter 2, you make your way into town, I guess. Chapter 3, you head for the South Seas Club. Chapter 4 is the South Seas Club. It looks like there's a giant cake facility in here that you get to platform over. That sounds pretty exciting. Chapter 5, FBI agents taking you to the secret hangar of industrialist Howard Hughes, who invented the rocket pack. Are you punching out FBI agents here? Is the boss Howard Hughes? And then you go through Griffith Park, up to the observatory. I guess you get on a Zeppelin. And final boss. So six stages, each one broken up in 3 parts. And weirdly enough, they don't even mention the bosses until the end here. They break them out into their own section. There's a gyrocopter at the end of Chapter 1. Some dude named Lothar at the end of Chapter 3. I don't remember a Lothar in the movie, but... And apparently they put Contra-style turrets on the Griffith Park Observatory that you have to fight, so... A lot of fun. I can get behind that. I wonder if you're thinking about a different game. Well, let's find out. Let's give this one a try. I've never tried this game. I've always been very curious about it. Barely remember anything about this film. It's kind of a tragedy. I feel like The Rocketeer had a lot of potential. I feel like it was a very fun movie. But if I remember correctly, it released in between, like it released at like the worst possible time, like in between a bunch of like huge summer blockbusters. And the main guy was really unremarkable. He really didn't have it in him to be a leading man, unfortunately. I think with a more charismatic lead, it might have done at least a bit better. Was it Alec Baldwin in a secret Nazi? No, it was Timothy Dalton. It was Timothy Dalton with his little pencil stash, and he was great. He was absolutely great as the villain. Neville Sinclair. There's a great scene. Because he's an actor. He's like a famous Hollywood actor, and they're filming Robin Hood. And it's this amazing production. There's a big fight going on. He's delivering these amazing lines, and then the camera zooms in on like Maid Marian, and it's like. It's like the daughter or cousin of the director, and she's just the shittiest actress ever. And they have to cut. It's so funny. And the director has this great line. It's like, acting, the thing about acting is you have to act like you're not acting. So act, but don't act like you're acting. And she's like, what? It's such a great scene. I actually really like that movie. I kind of want to watch it again now. Anyway. I don't exactly have as high hopes for the game, but we'll see. Walt Disney Company presents a Bandai of America Incorporated production. Licensed by Nintendo of America Incorporated. Oh look, it's Hollywood Land, because, I don't know. Carl Urban as the voices is perfect comic book-esque stories. I agree with that. Bigelow Aeronautical Corp. I guess we're gonna start. The Rocketeer, Chapter 1. Somewhere in Hollywood, legendary screen star Neville Sinclair berates one of his hired mobster thugs. Wow, okay. Okay, so Wilmer hid the rocket pack somewhere, but where, you incompetent imbeciles? Where? Pretty good facial animation. Meanwhile, at nearby Chaplin Airfield, ace pilot Cliff Secord, master mechanic Ambrose P.V. Peabody are checking out the something of something. Hey, where did this come from? Odd-looking contraption? What do you suppose it is? Shoulder straps, body harness, you don't suppose. Take over that table, Cliff, I want to try something. Later that morning... Not again, oh well, I'll finish the helmet, Cliff, while you find the rocket. It looks like a dill. A rocket powered. But just as Cliff and Peavy get the pack ready for the first flight test. Helmet should help you steer, Cliff. Oh shit. Peavy, we're surrounded, head back to the house while I hold them off. May not be the hero type. It doesn't look like I got any choice. Okay. Okay. No, I want to punch. Punch. What? Did he just disappear in a cloud of oh fuck. He just disappeared in a cloud of magic smoke? Dead. Immediate letdown. How? How? What the fuck, bro? Did the Total Recall game ever get an entry in Nintendo Power? I don't think it did. I do not think it did. They've had a fundamental failure in character design with the shape of the helmet. I'm always gonna remember the scene where he puts on his helmet. He's like, how do I look? And Petey, without missing a beat, like a hood ornament. But look, my extremely flat head saves me from bullets fired at chest height. I'm not close enough to punch this guy. Okay, here we are. Now that with his rifle resting on my head. Oh god, I'm not sure this is. I'm not sure bullets are an improvement really. Oh my god, I cannot fucking shoot this guy. Holy fuck. Oh, you really need to be shitting me here. The tri-boob was not in the game? Well, then what's the point? Oh, good. I got some health back. What's the point? NP didn't deserve to cover that piece of shit. Ow. Oh my god, I could have just walked up to that guy and punched him in the dick. So is there, like, some way to fly that I'm missing or something? I don't think so. Okay. Just a really hard jump. Rather than the part where your wife tries to kill you in the apartment is. Ow. Oh, shit. Those guys seriously remind me of, like, scurrying rodents. Okay. So I guess this is stage 2-1. The rat men were in the other game. Wait, I want that. Noting a distinct lack of what the fuck? Of rocketing? Well, okay, like, you need... I know you need rocket fuel to fly. And so far, nobody's dropped any. I'm also kind of thinking that, like, the plot, according to the cutscene, the rocket, like, flew off without us, right? And I'm actually supposed to be going and looking for it, so maybe, despite the character model, maybe I don't actually have the rocket pack at the minute. God, those bad guys are made out of pure drugs. God. I'm sure this will come as a huge surprise to you, but, like, the platforming in this feels terrible. Just super stiff and touchy. Why do they turn into magic smoke? Oh, what the fuck, man? Don't make me blind jump onto fire. Thanks, that was great. Super stiff and touchy like the actor who played the Rocketeer. Touché. Touché. Sorry, where the fuck are we going? Am I going this way? God, I hope so. Oh, fuck off. It's the magic of Hollywood land, maybe. Ow. Ow. Is the level oh my god! Jetpack! Ow! Just in time to die. Oh, there we go. Holy fuck. Oh, we're dead. Make sure you guys every goddamn inch of this level. If I hit continue, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So you aren't actually killing these guys, it's just special effects. The jetpack seems designed to piss you off. Much like the rest of this game. It has very cohesive design. Everything is intended to frustrate. Can I just skip that guy? I really... Oh, fuck off. Did that bullet, like, arc down to hit me? Oh, come on! Man, those fucking doors. This is the first Masoge. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're good. The Rockahoo indeed. We're good. We're good. We're good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We got other stuff that you tried. There was an attempt. Oh my god, it's the Nintendo Power Awards! Alright, so I remember we talked about this like 2 weeks ago, and we talked about what we thought should win, and I don't remember any of that. I don't remember what the options were. So, yeah. I should have written that shit down, but I didn't. So, Nintendo Power Awards for 1990. Best graphics and sound. The winner is Mega Man 3. Alright, yeah. Mega Man 3 is a good looking game. Beating out Super Mario Bros. 3 and Castlevania 3. I think we can at least discuss the top 3 here, right? And I would have given that to Castlevania 3, I think. Castlevania 3, I think, is an amazing looking game. Mega Man 3's got a very clean look to it. But yeah, Castlevania 3 just has so much detail. Yeah. Alright, best theme and fun. I remember this one being really nebulously defined. Winner is Super Mario Bros. 3. I think it's kind of hard to argue with that, honestly. It's just, it's a really fun game. Konami didn't pay enough. Second place, Mega Man 3. Third place, Dragon Warrior 2. That's interesting. Third place, almost illegible. Yeah, they use that wonderful mint green font. I'll read them out. Don't worry. Best challenge. Winner is Castlevania 3. I remember we got into a big debate on this. Or no, it was play control. Play control is where we got into a big debate. I don't know. I'm coming at this from kind of a unique perspective because y'all pushed me to try Japanese Castlevania 3, and it is so much better of a game. It is so... It is balanced so much better. I think if we were talking about the Japanese version of the game, I would be okay with this. On the other hand, second place, Crystallis. I don't remember what I said before, but like the whole leveling system in Crystallis, I feel like kind of throws that off. And then Battle of Olympus, no. There's too much grinding Battle of Olympus. What's up, 2-Hit? Good to see you. You're just in time. We're checking out the Nintendo Power Awards for 1990. Going over the results and talking about how they're total bullshit. They should have consulted us instead. I feel like it'd be better if I could remember what the candidates were. You know what? I could maybe... Let's see. Where was it? Was it in the April issue? Or... I don't even remember what was in the April issue. I don't think it was April. Maybe February? Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, so let's review, shall we? Who won biggest kiss ass? Wow, I can't believe I did that. Okay. Graphics and sound. Batman, Castlevania 3, Gremlins 2, Mega Man 3, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 3, Solstice. Okay. Yeah, I definitely would pick Castlevania 3 out of this. Mega Man 3 won. Theme and fun, Dragon Warrior 2, Kickle Cubicle, Maniac Mansion, Mega Man 3, Ninja Gaiden 2, Rescue Rangers, Super Mario Bros. 3. A lot of strong contenders there, I think, when you're talking about just a fun game. But yeah, it's hard to argue with Super Mario Bros. 3 there. Gremlins 2 does look very good. I will definitely give it that. That is a very good looking game. Solar Jetman was your choice for challenge. Okay, so for challenge, Battle of Olympus, Castlevania 3, Crystallis, Mission Impossible, Snake's Revenge, Solar Jetman, Solstice. Yeah, that's a tough lineup. They just picked a bunch of hard-ass games there. Yeah, it didn't have a lot of big-name contenders. I think they just picked a bunch of difficult games. So with that in mind, Yeah, maybe Castlevania 3? The Solar Jetman case is pretty good there, because that is a pretty fun game to overcome. Hard-ass games. Alright, play control. Batman, Little Nemo, Mega Man 3, Ninja Gaiden 3, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 3, Solar Jetman. Has anyone beaten Solstice? I used to watch Arcus a lot, and when I was watching him, he learned how to speedrun it, which was quite impressive to watch. Easy to see why it won anyway. It's the one most kids probably... Yeah, don't forget, the way the Nintendo Power Awards worked is if you sent in the card for the Nintendo Power contest for this month, there was a section for you to fill in your answers. So, and yeah, most of the kids that fill that out and send it back are gonna fill in the ones that they're most familiar with or maybe most interested in playing. So yeah, it makes sense. It's gonna be a lot of Mario and Mega Man. We're seeing the opinions of a bunch of little dweebs and Oddish, but you repeat yourself. Play control. So me personally, I feel like there's a lot of strong contenders here. I know some folks might disagree with stuff like Batman and Ninja Gaiden 2, but I feel like they have very specific control schemes that work for their games. But then again, Mario 3 and Mega Man 3 are both kind of more obvious answers here. Batman's controls were not responsive for me. I really like the wall jump in Batman. I felt like there was a level of mastery that could be attained there. All right, best hero. This is a big ass list. Blobbert from A Boy and His Blob, Chip and Dale from Rescue Rangers, Gizmo from Gremlins 2, Kickle from Kickle Cubicle, Little Nemo from Little Nemo, Lolo from Lolo, Mario from Mario, Mega Man from Mega Man, Ryu from Ninja Gaiden 2, and I remember that, Donatello from TMNT Arcade. It's Mario. I think my argument here was Ryu because he's the only one on this list that actually gets any kind of story development. Yeah, we didn't get to see what won for these, so let's just go back through them real quick to see what the possibilities were, and then we'll go see what won. Best bad guy: Ashtar, Bowser's Koopalings, Chaos, Dr. Fred, Nurse Edna, Dr. Wily, Dracula, Gremlins, Joker, Metal Slime, and Shredder. I like Ryu here. I doubt he won. Yeah, there's basically two questions here. What do you think should win, and what do you think actually won? I'm mainly just interested in what I think should have won, and if that even shows up in the top 3. Best bad guy. I think Dracula should win, but I doubt he did. I think best bad guy for me would probably either be Ashtar or Chaos, because again, they actually had stories to what was going on with them. And I'm resistant to any kind of licensed property like Gremlins or Joker, just because they have a lot of institutional weight behind them, which I feel like is unfair when comparing them to the video game only villains. Most innovative: Boy and His Blob, Big Bird's Hide and Speak, Maniac Mansion, Miracle Keyboard, Shadowgate, Solar Jetman, and Super Glove Ball. I don't remember what I thought for this one originally. Nobody's heard. Maybe Solar Jetman. Maybe Solar Jetman. Solar Jetman had a pretty unique play style that worked well. You'll vote for Maniac Mansion? I think that's fair. I think the adventure games like Maniac Mansion or Shadowgate, being on the NES at least, I think that counts as innovation. I feel like there's an argument to be made for A Boy and His Blob, but I don't actually want anybody to make it. Why the fuck is Big Bird in that list? Edutainment, I guess. Best multiplayer: Simultaneous, Dr. Mario, Gauntlet 2, Little League Baseball, NES Play Action Football, Spot the video game, Super Spike B-Ball, TMNT 2, the arcade game. Yeah, I would totally vote TMNT 2 here. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Fucking love Solar Jetman. Solar Jetman's pretty great. Pretty great population tire. We streamed a full playthrough of it a while back, and I enjoyed it. It had some frustrating parts, to be sure. But I'm very glad we went through it. It was a fun game. And fun just coming to grips with it, too. Apparently very hard to say, yes. Alright. Best overall. This is the important one. This is for all the marbles. So NES. They split in NES and Game Boy. Batman, Castlevania 3, Final Fantasy, Maniac Mansion, Mega Man 3, NES Play Action, Ninja Gaiden 2, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 3, TMNT 2. No way SMB 3 didn't win. I'm tempted to agree. I would probably also agree that it's the best overall NES game here. TMNT 2 is really fun. Mega Man 3 is really fun. Final Fantasy was very fun for the time, but I think that one was way more niche than these other ones. Alright, Game Boy. Game Boy. Castlevania the Adventure, no. No. Dr. Mario, Final Fantasy Legend, Gargoyle's Quest Golf, Play Action Football, Quick Squart, Super Mario Land, and TMNT Follow the Foot Plan. SMB3 was a game changer. I would agree with that. I remember I made the argument for Final Fantasy Legend. Because I thought it was, like, it accomplished the most out of all these games. We all know it's Gull. Saying Final Fantasy Legend or Gargoyle's Quest. Yeah, I don't know Gargoyle's Quest well enough to go to bat for that one, but Final Fantasy Legend I definitely do. Was that the Castlevania with what's her name? No, this was the Castlevania that sucked. This was the Castlevania that was absolute agony to play through. Basically like pounding nails into your dick. The one you're thinking of with Sonia Belmont is Castlevania Legends. I'll go Gargoyle's Quest, but I suspect Super Mario Land won. I would suspect that as well. I would guess the Marios won these categories. Suspects the most well-known and popular, yeah. And I doubt Game Boy had the same level of... I doubt as many people had Game Boys as NESs at this juncture in early 1991. So people would mostly be voting for Game Boy games based on name recognition alone. So I would assume a lot of people would have just voted for Super Mario Land off of that. But I guess it's time to find out, isn't it? Let's see what actually won. Alright, so Play Control, winner was Super Mario Bros. 3, no surprise there. Second place, Mega Man 3. Third place, Super C. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, Best Hero winner was Mega Man. Second place was Mario. Third place was Donatello. People do love them turtles. Mega Man's kind of a surprise. I'm surprised he's able to take away from Mario. I mean, still, Mega Man just kind of exists. That gormless 1,000-yard stare of his, but whatever. Best Bad Guy winner is Shredder. Second place is Dr. Wily. Third place is Koopaling. Also, can we all just take a moment to appreciate that their screenshot for Koopalings is actually just Bowser? Yeah, I'm surprised it's Shredder too. I get the feeling though, thinking back, I mean, you know, this is 1991. I could totally see when you're thinking of Bad Guy, yeah, TMNT fad, and Shredder is like quintessential early 90s extreme. He's some like gravelly voiced asshole covered in blades. I mean, hard to beat that. Most innovative goes to Shadowgate. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm happy with that. Second place is Miracle Keyboard Teaching System, which, yeah, I mean, that's it's hard to consider in retrospect, but I imagine that seemed like a pretty big deal at the time. You know, we didn't know back in 1991 that it wasn't going to go anywhere. And third place is Maniac Mansion. So hey, good showing for adventure games here. That's great. Best simultaneous multiplayer game, no real surprise there. It's TMNT 2. Second place, NES Play Action Football. Third place, Dr. Mario. I think that's all fair. Almost chose Dr. Mario for best multiplayer. Glad it was on the list. Ah. good for a head-to-head competition there. All right, overall best games. NES, no surprise there. Super Mario Bros. 3 takes it. Second place, TMNT 2. Third place, Mega Man 3. All solid choices. I'm fine with that. Game Boy. Game Boy. TMNT Fall of the Foot Clan. Had to be riding that wave of Turtles' popularity. I will say for my own part, good game. I was surprised at the quality of that game. And I'm totally okay with this. I don't think it's undeserved. I think the reason it is here is because of the overall like cultural popularity of TMNT2, but I also find it to be deserving of that spot after playing through it a couple times. I think it's a really solid game. Surprisingly solid for an early Game Boy game. Second place, Super Mario Land, not surprising. Third place, Final Fantasy Legend is a surprise and also a welcome. I'm glad people at least appreciated that to a degree in its time. I've definitely come to only appreciate that game more as I've gotten older. I feel like the Game Boy is well designed for RPGs. I totally agree. That was RPGs and Zelda-style adventures were always my favorite things to play on it. It certainly helped that Square was publishing stuff like Final Fantasy Legend and Final Fantasy Adventure on it. You know, that had to make a huge difference. And when you think about the two systems, I mean, there was only Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. They actually had a much greater presence on the Game Boy between the two platforms. And I'm sure that had an influence. I always get Legend and Adventure mixed up. Well, the Final Fantasy Legend games are the more traditional RPGs, the Saga games, and then Adventure is the first, what the shit is it? The first Mana game. The precursor to Secret of Mana. Were they called in Japanese? Seiken Densetsu? I think. I really want to stream that game, but anytime I put it on a vote, the vote never goes that way. So I might just overrule y'all at some point. Lolo calling Saga traditional RPG. I mean, relatively. You have HPs and you have EXPs, and you have equipment. You have monsters that just beat up. Look, shut up, all right? Who fucking asked you anyway? Okay, so that was the Nintendo Power Awards for 1990. Well played, I guess. These are not disappointing results. I'm actually pretty okay with most. Mainly because Super Mario Bros. 3 and Mega Man 3 won a bunch of stuff, and they're very deserving of it. And things they didn't win, stuff like Shadowgate won, were a surprisingly good Game Boy game. So yeah, there you go. Oh lord. Oh lord. Every time I'm reminded we're gonna be playing Battletoads soon, I just get this cold chill down my spine. So it seems like this is the same artist that they got to start doing Howard and Nestor for them. But yeah, they really, I don't know why. I don't know what, like, was this just like, was this something that Rare was pushing? Was it because of like Rare's relationship with Nintendo or something? I don't know why they picked Battletoads of all things to just go like all in on. Anyway, if you don't know the backstory to Battletoads, they have this handy dandy comic where the Battletoads are actually people. They're these dorky 50s looking sci-fi nerd. And the whole Battletoads concept was like a VR system that they would project themselves into, and then people would watch it for entertainment. Oh, sunglasses, the humanized toes. I don't know what I'm seeing. Yeah. So this is in like the VR simulation, and up here it shows what it actually looks like. Like they're in these like hair salon chairs, but that projects them into the Battletoads battle simulator thing, right? Somebody thought it could be a TMNT competitor incorrectly. Yeah. Let me see here. Another fine performance in the game's generator, my amphibious friend. I mean, Dave, George, and Morgan. Yeah, the company is called Cycone or something. And then this Weasley-looking dude is the inventor of the whole games generator thing. Yeah, his name's Silas or something. So, like, he coded the Dark Queen, and she somehow popped out of his computer. Let's see. These guys are suspicious of the dudes that run Cycone, so they sneak in. Somebody tampered with the game, they go in, they get stuck. Aren't they just aliens in the end of this game? I have no idea. Dave George Morgan sounds like the name of a serial killer. Can the problem be strictly stuck in the simulated world? No, because it's 90s comic book sci-fi. Of course, people can just pop out of computers at will. So yeah, they introduce a virus into the game's generator that keeps them there permanently. And then I don't know. It just gets weird at this point, because then this guy shows up out of nowhere in his spaceship and they fly off into space. And is this still a video game simulation? I don't know. Her design is actually relatively constrained here. I noticed they put her cape over her body for most of these shots. In fact, all of them. They must have gotten an order from even the one behind my face cam here. Yeah, they covered her with this crimson cape. They must have had an order from on high to do that or something. This is actually a nightmare to be stuck in. Yeah, tell me about it. Not up on the extended Battletoads lore. There's no hint of this in the NES game. So this might have been made up out of whole cloth just for Nintendo power. It wouldn't be the first time either. So yeah, Battletoads. We're not far off now, honestly. All right, classified information. Swordmaster, Unlimited continues. You're gonna need that shit. That game was fucking hard. Conquest of the Crystal Palace. Bonus Bonanza. There's some code that gets you a bunch of free items. Mega Man 3 password power-up. Oh, this is... I always loved it when they did this. I always loved it when they actually broke down how the passwords worked. And for this one, they figured out what code bit represents the number of energy tanks you have in reserve. Swordmaster is now technically in this issue. That is true. Extra lives for TMNT 2. Captain Skyhawk, be invincible. Silver Surfer, be invincible. Maniac Mansion. Oh, there's a trick to stunning Edna, apparently. Basically just glitching her out. I heard that voice falter a bit as you admitted it was true. This this is where I learned about that trick that I told you about in Mega Man 3. The first time you go through Gemini Man stage. Where if you jump onto that one screen and you land in that big plug, yeah, when you get to the penguin makers, you'll see that they have drastically changed. And this is a screenshot of them right here, where their tiles are all fucked up. The code for your desired number of energy tanks is that would ever be less than 9. And then Dirty Harry. There was... I don't even remember a Dirty Harry game. Kind of gets lost in the sea of like IP tie-in platformer shoot 'em up, beat 'em up kind of games. Hey, Clint Eastwood made it to your NES. How exciting is that? Okay. This is the other one I was really interested in, and this is probably the last thing we're gonna end up doing tonight, looking at the time. The Lone Ranger. Oh, this is a Konami joint. Ah, okay. Out of the dusty legends of the Old West comes Konami's action-adventure starring the Lone Ranger. Evil Butch Cavendish has kidnapped the president. Oh, fuck. The Lone Ranger is on his trail. Along the way, he'll have to help just about everyone west of the Mississippi, too. But shoot-'em-up action is the real name of the game. The plot only loosely connects a wide variety of action scenes. In some stages, a zapper option available for sharpshooters. To save the game with passwords, but save the day, you have to master 6 playing views. That's a lot. That is a whole fucking lot of modes. Like, Vice Project Doom had 3, and that was a lot. Wasn't there a game, Renegade, where you could get stuck in a room with no exit and the room says fuck you, forcing you to reset the cartridge? That might actually be Renegade. Renegade had a maze level where you could get stuck in a loop. I don't know if it ever soft locked your game. No, not President Taft. All they have to do is stick him in a bathtub and he's done. Region 1. So you lost your horse and you have a kingdom to trade for a new one. Good work, Kimo Sabe. Better head into Tucson and listen to what folks have to say. Sometimes a keen ear is more help than a quick draw. After jawing some with the local sheriff in Dodge City, you'll hit the trail, have a shootout with outlaws in the row, and a real shoot. Oh, okay. Look. Here's the important part about this game. You have a world map that you wander around, right? It's got towns, it has action scenes, it's got trains. In towns, there's little like RPG-style dialogues with people. Towns are also played from a sort of, it's not isometric, but like a 3/4 view, a 3/4 top view. Remind me, there was about a 20-year period where a samurai could send a fax to Abe Lincoln. And I guess there's some challenge stages a la Bionic Commando in deserts and canyons. Then it switches to a platformer style for the actual stages, the actual action scenes. There is first-person dungeon crawling in this, but also mixed with that 3/4 perspective stuff. More platforming in a church, more dungeon crawling. Oh, there's some shootout scenes too. Like, this game just seems insane. Like, even more so than Vice Project Doom, they were just like, what kind of game are we to make? All of the above. And it's long too. Can't see that. Oh god. Like, here's the full game map. There's like 34 points of interest on it. It's absolutely nuts. 8 regions. So yeah, let's send off the night with this one. Give this a try. Hopefully it's not garbage. Hopefully it's actually fun to play. Moshi Moshi Lincoln-san. Genki desu ka? The Lone Ranger, not Lode Runner. Jesus Christ. No. This is a promising first screen. Fiery horse with the speed of light and a cloud of dust and a hearty hi-yo silver. His faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. The Lone Ranger rides again. That's pretty cute. I don't know who he's shooting at, but damn, he's getting into it. Also has 6 shots, you're done. They actually put a voice clip in that. Holy shit. Okay, I'm kind of impressed. Controller, please. The time is the early 1880s in Texas. A man is returned to bring to justice the outlaw who murdered his brother and his former comrades, the Texas Rangers. His name is the Lone Ranger, because they killed the other Texas Ranger. Gotcha. The outlaw, whose name is Butch Cavendish, has now kidnapped the president. The time has come for the masked man to begin his journey of adventure for the purpose of safely rescuing the president and avenging the deaths of his brother and former comrades. Yeah, makes sense. That tracks. Kimosabe, you'll need a strong horse for your journey. Find Silver, the legendary white horse. There are rumors that he was seen in Tucson. Alright, so here's the world map. We are stuck to the path. Hello. How do I talk to people without murdering them? Okay, B is punch. A is talk. Good. Damn, didn't know this took place in Texas. How are you today? I'm just beachy. Thanks. You are in Tucson. Thank you. Fascinating. Ow, fucker. Die and give me your money. Gun shop? Red-blooded American, I fucking love guns. They've got rockets here. Holy shit. Hey, mister, do you want to buy something? Yes. Standard bullets, silver bullets, TNT, short-barreled. Do I have a short-barreled? Can't tell. Yeah, we can get assaulted in town, apparently. Alright, I'm gonna skip this for now. I don't know how important money's gonna be. I don't know if there's like a spot we're gonna need to grind for money or something. I have no idea. Fascinating. Fucking fascinating. What can I do for you? Need treatment? It will cost $50. No. Yeah, mood. Definitely. Are you bad mans? God, fuck. So I guess only I can only trust women in this. Men are just gonna be huge assholes. That kind of tracks. There is someone in this town who has a reliable tip. You'd better talk to as many people as possible. Okay. $50, that's fortune back then. Man is treating us wrong. Are you looking for a white horse? He was seen near our town, but now he's gone to the other side of the river. Alright, that's what I need to hear. Holy shit, that guy threw a fucking knife at me! That guy has a gun! You can buy extra bullets and better guns from the gun shop, but remember, a better gun will cost you more money. Man, fuck that guy. If you're injured, you better see a doctor in the town for treatment. If your energy is too low, you'll become too weak to fight. Therefore, pay close attention to your energy level. Okay, not Taft. This would be either Chester Arthur or Grover Cleveland. Which term would that be for Grover Cleveland? The two genders, women and knife murderers. How are you today? Oh, I'm fine. I just need to punch this man to death. Apparently that's the way the Wild West works. You are in Dodge City. Oh. Oh my. I have no idea. Me too, lady. No. Do they have different guns in this gun shop? Tutorials? Buy something, will ya? Oh, it's the same shop. Whatever. I can probably get by without the doctor at the moment. Lost a couple units of life, but hopefully the first level won't actually be that bad. Can't buy a gun of that quality in this area. Possibly you can purchase it in a city west of here. Alright. Sheriff? I'd like to report a horse thief. Howdy, mister. Do you want to hear what I have to say? Yes. We've been in trouble these days because of the many outlaws in this area. That's great. Sorry for your loss. We're glad that happened. I ain't reading all that. There's tiny horse house here. Howdy, mister. Do you want to hear what I have to say? Why do they yes! Would I have come in here if I didn't? In order to keep the outlaws out of this area, I don't let anyone cross the bridge. If you want to cross this river, get a letter from the sheriff in Dodge City. Okay. Got it. Like the strut animation. Excuse me, been a long week. Uh-oh. Oh man, that guy shot me. Oh god. Oh god, I'm getting shooted. I mean, am I just... I guess I'm just gonna have to accept that I need to use gun. Or just leave. That's also an option, apparently. Holy fuck. Well, we're dead. Game over. Oh my god, you start the entire area over if you die. Holy shit. Oh, Lord. Well, that may end up being a problem. Wild West bullet hell. So it seems like where it says S8, that's not bullets, that's reload. I have 8 more reloads. Which I think is a pretty cool way to do it. But what's the deal with this town anyway? Carson City. Maybe it's speed loaders. Yeah. On a firing range. Why not practice over here with your 18 bullets? You must hit all 18 targets. $10 for one game. All set? Sure, why not? What's up, house? Cowboy Otis. Yeehaw! I'm gonna show my nerve. Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck. No! Fuck. Well, I made $17. Well, I made $7, actually. See you later. Later, bro. Was the president kidnapped? Are you sure? Sure, I'm sure. Do you know Butch Cavendish, the gunslinger? I know that slimy son of a bitch. Don't worry, chat. It's okay. We have learned from this game that all men are truly evil and deserve death. See, that guy threw a knife at me. That guy was surely going to threaten my life in some way, shape, or form. At least we can trust women. Long time no see. Yeah. Those guys are creeping on kids. Why are you wearing a mask? The Lone Ranger, asshole. Surely you've heard it. Do you know who I am? Cannon. Okay, so the thing we need to do... Hang on, let's go down here. Oh my fuck, are you serious? Silver doesn't even appear until you talk to that person in Tucson. How are you today? I've been better. So let's go murder some more people. Take their money. So first things first. Yeah, I don't give a shit about you. I need to talk to that old lady. I think she might have been at the end of this row of houses. Like, I don't think she was in here. I think she was in here. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Are you looking for a white horse? He was seen near town. Okay, so now Silver will show up. So now I think I can go down there. Dr. Dragonsmoke, good evening. Hello, I'm seeking refuge from Elden Ring. Welcome in. You will find no Elden Ring here. We're playing the lone goddamn ranger. Kimosabe, there's Silver, but you cannot cross the river now as the bridge has been pulled up. Alright, let's talk to this guy. I'm thinking the logic is you go, like, you find Silver. You talk to this guy about the bridge. He says you need a letter from the sheriff. Then I'll go to the sheriff. And the sheriff will probably tell us specifically what to do. Lone Ranger is the Dark Souls of NES games. It is kind of open world. Maybe Lone Ranger truly is the Elden Ring of NES games. Alright, so now we'll head to whatever the fuck city this was. Let's murder some guys in the streets. Ladies, out of the way. There we go. I have no idea either. It's confounding. Alright, Sheriff. Howdy, mister. Do you want to hear what I have to say? Of course I fucking do. That's why I come in here. You need a letter, sure, but let me tell you something first. We have too many outlaws around here. Go find them. Their hideout is in the West Craggy Mountain. Okay. I can handle Craggy Mountains. Dang. Okay. First, let's shoot some more people dead. I guess there are... Oh, God. He took 2 shots. These fuckers are made of sterner stuff. Ow. Actually, you know what? I might need to hit the... doc's office. Maybe buy some more bullets, too. I'm also getting kind of cold. Some people in the face. Oh, I love this blanket. I had this on like all day during work. It was so nice and cozy. I just wanted to sleep. I didn't want to do shit. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Let me tell you, this is the life. Playing good old NES games, snuggle up in a nice warm blanket. Good games, good company. Can't complain. Let's load up on some standard bullets. There we go. Load up on some good old-fashioned American healthcare. Just get my shit gouged right out. Alright. Going varmint hunt. Hunting the most dangerous varmint. Man. I think I know where we're going to. How am I supposed to tell when a guy takes 2 shots as opposed to 1? Is it the color of his pants? No. Color of his shirt? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Alright, let's do this. So now it's a platformer. Jesus, okay. Motherfucker throws exploding barrels. By the way, anyone who came in late, I've opened up the vote for our big SNES RPG that we're gonna play, tentatively starting March 7th. If you haven't voted yet, by all means, please do. You can vote for as many options as you want. Just 1 vote per option, please. Yep, I feel bad. I feel bad for my my poor Super Nintendo collection. It's taking us so long to actually get to the Super Nintendo era of gaming. I want to kind of skip ahead a bit. Yeah. But man, I get like I feel like power hours are already getting kind of long. Like we've only really played like 3 games tonight. Man, once we get to the Super Nintendo era, I could totally see power hours nights where we play like 1 or 2 games. Jesus Christ, this guy. Holy fuck, how is this supposed to work? God damn it! Oh my god, dude. Do you serious? Oh my god, you seriously have to do everything over again. Oh my lord in heaven, why? Oh god. Guy just destroyed the Lone Ranger. Okay. Okay. This is fine. We're gonna give this one more try. I got a plan. I do, in fact, want to buy something. Buy a bunch of silver bullets. Spend all my money on silver bullets. Gentleman, I'm afraid this is not enough money. Yeah, kind of heartbreaking. I actually really like this. I think this is a really cool concept for a game. But man. Man, having to restart the entire zone because you died fucking sucks. Like, at least have lives. Like, this is some serious busy work. Save often? It's a password system, I think. Let me do that. Actually, I don't even know how the save system works, to be completely honest with you. Yes, I do. That was out and let him cross. A letter from the sheriff. Is this somehow not a face you can trust? The masked all-American hero? There's a horsey. That's all we need. We just need a horsey, and we can move on. How do you mean? Yes, in fact, I do want to hear what you have to say. Let's do it. Okay, you have to fight one of these groups as guys. It might as well be this one. I do like the combat system. I like that you got a 6-shooter and that you actually need to consider when you need to reload. Alright, let's do this. I wish I knew how bitrate is going nuts. It's not just the stream either, huh? like Twitch has been acting pretty funky for a lot of people lately. Oh, I'm too... There we go. No! Jesus Christ, no. You can really walk most of the way off these platforms before jumping. Apparently that's expected. Shit. Okay, good, he didn't respawn. Alright, we're gonna use silver bullets on this guy. Damn, everyone has good taste in SNES JRPGs. Shit, that didn't reach. Oh, I think... Okay, no, silver bullets definitely do more damage. Silver bullets do more damage and they pass through. Hooray! We did it. Voting for every choice is the same as voting for no choice. It's true. It's true. I ain't gonna stop nobody. Is he a werewolf? Never seen anyone play Bahamut Lagoon. Interesting. I know, but number goes larger. Yes, I would love to hear what you have to say now that I did your dirty work. Thanks, masked man. Let me give you my letter as a reward. Neat. Seen Final Fantasy V too many times. I would like to buy something. Give me some more bullets. We had a situation if everyone didn't recommend banger RPGs. I mean, some people did recommend garbage, but I wasn't gonna put that up for a vote because I don't want people voting on that. I did mention at the beginning of the stream, if you nominated something and it didn't show up here, don't fret. The majority of things that didn't come up for a vote, it's because they're very, very likely to come up again in the future. These are the more singular options we have this time around. Yeah, Draken got recommended. That one's not coming back. You can rest assured of that. Why is there a prompt for these? I see you have a letter from the sheriff. You may cross the bridge. Nominated, distinctly not recommended. But yeah, some stuff came up like Soul Blazer and Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I definitely want to play those. And Soul Blazer will be coming up pretty soon in the magazine too. Lone Ranger finally found Silver, the legendary white horse. Now his adventurous journey will begin. The real Lone Ranger starts here. Imagine the first time the Lone Ranger walks into a bank or a store in Newtown and plays out like a car commercial with the guy who forgot to take off his ski mask before going to the convenience store. No sabe, I'll teach you a password so you will remember your journey. Don't forget it. Okay, but what's the password? He's having a seizure. We need to get him to a doctor then. Himosabe. It is rumored that a Spanish treasure from a long time ago is hidden in this area. This is the person waddling towards me. It is said that Spanish treasures have been hidden here for a long time. The hiding place can be found by combining together 3 pieces of an old plate. I have 1 piece of the plate and the others are hidden, but beware, the outlaws have already gone to find another piece of the plate. Treasures belong to this village. We do not want to be robbed by outlaws. Also, senor, I want you to guard our treasures by gathering the pieces of a plate. They're hidden in the west cave in the west craggy mountain. Jesus fuck, fine. Okay, God. You are in Clearwater! I will say, to be fair, Draken's sequel is actually pretty unironically neat. Forget its name, basically a totally different RPG with side-scrolling brawler element. Called Dragon View? Interesting. How are you today? I'm just peachy. I have no idea. I love that lady. That lady is all of us. The game was originally by French people who adapted by a Japanese team. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy a short barreled. Let's see if this actually helps my... I'm sorry, are you an asshole? Do you want... Yep, you're an asshole. I'm just gonna start shooting everybody who's not a nice lady. Village senior's house is located at the far end of this village. Okay. Past all the dickheads, apparently. Are you able to reload it well? Not as far as I know. Hi, mister. Yes. For fuck's sake, yes. Treasures belong to this village. We do not want to be robbed by outlaws. I want to guard the treasure, but this is the same fucking guy. It's the same fucking guy. Japanese team must have liked the game enough to make their own version. Draken fan game. Draken, I know, shows up in Nintendo Power, so we will be taking a look at it at some point. It's just no way in hell am I committing to a full playthrough of that. Okay. Time for some dungeon crawling. Oh, fuck. Ow, what the shit just happened? What? Whoa, what? What the hell? Wait, what is going on? Okay. I got it. Okay, I figured it out. A button turns you. A button turns you in combat situations. You actually have to fucking turn around. God. What a time to reload, Jesus Christ. Music dope, this took like 4 genre shifts in 5 minutes. That's the Lone Ranger for you. Free bullets is nice. Them all lining up behind this wall is also pretty nice. Except for that one guy that shot me in the face. Definitely ambitious. Taking a page out of the Golgo 13 book, ain't they? Oh fuck! Oh no, fuck! Legit hard to kind of hard to turn around fast enough. But I don't know, once you get used to these scenes, it doesn't seem so bad. Fuck. Ah! You gotta be on the ball, though. You really gotta be on the ball. Not easy. Also, I hope this is the way I'm supposed to be going. Oh, fuck! I missed the dynamite. Shit! No! I got blowed to pieces! Yeah, I know. So yeah, it turns out you can only save by password in between regions. And if you die, you have to do the whole region over again. There is an option to play with the zapper, but I mean, I'm playing this on a computer monitor. It wouldn't work. Where the fuck did you come from? Not with that kind of attitude, it won't. Yeah. Yeah, this game to me feels like a more fun Golgo 13. Like Golgo, I remember we talked about Golgo 13 being a very ambitious game. I never found it very fun because everything it tried to do just felt like super clunky. This, everything seems to flow a lot better in this. And look a lot better too. Is this game any good? I'm enjoying it. The only thing is progression in it is real. Oh, well, it sucks. Progression in it is really tough. Because you basically, like, you can't die. If you die, you have to do, like, huge swaths of the game over. Yeah. So like I'm gonna do this dungeon, right? And beat the guys and get out of here. And then if I leave and I go to another dungeon and die, I gotta do this whole one over again too, as far as I know. Definitely one to use save states for. Like, holy shit, yes. I remember there's that one guy pops out over there. All the free bullets are nice. Shit. Display keeps flashing between the letters of news. What's the news? I almost answered that. Well played. Ooh, that was... Oh god, they're over here now. Fuck that guy. Bring up something for a while ago. What happened to Dallas? I believe what was it? The Attorney General of Dallas said that they weren't actually going to follow Abbott's directive. Like they weren't going to prosecute parents of trans kids, because why would any sane human being actually do that? And I guess there are at least, oh fuck, oh god, I'm out of bullets. Shit, fuck. Well, this is a bad situation. Kimasabe! That is a piece of the plate which shows us the location of the treasure. Cool. Alright, go back to town, heal up, bullet up. Treat me! Fix me! I do want to buy something back. Short barrel. You know, all the standard bullets you got. Ashamed of Texas, proud of Dallas. Sounds about right. Honestly, depressing learning news from Texas. I'm glad it doesn't seem to be enforceable. Yeah. Kimasabe, do you leave now and let the poor villagers fend for themselves? No, of course not. We're a fucking hero. Still looking to up rooms to rent in other states because this crap. Totally understandable. It's god awful stuff. Ow. Hey. Stop trying to piss on me. Another Texan friend was already leaving the state anyways, and Abbott just makes him want to double down on that, I'm sure. Like, who would want to live in any kind of state with an insane dictator like that? Like, dude is just incredibly fucked up. Like, just has absolutely insane morals and just demands that people give into it. I think that's definitely one of the things I hate most about it, is just like the incredible hypocrisy of claiming that you're doing all this stuff to ensure the liberty and freedoms of your people, and then just like using law enforcement to force them into your own ideology. It's fucked up. Boss here. It's a guy with a knife. Okay. No, I need you to get shot. I'm just gonna shoot you a lot. Kimosabi, that is a piece of the plate, which shows... Looks like a new wave rocker. The location of the treasure. Episcopalian bishop for Texas also said no one at the Episcopalian church or school had any requirement to follow Abbott's bullshit. Transgender welcome among them. That's good. That's good. It definitely helped to have people to turn to in situations like this. Pretty to know basically everybody but Abbott and the Attorney General telling both of them to go fuck themselves. Yes, indeed. It is heartening. Signora, you have gathered all the pieces of the plate. Now we'll be able to find the hidden treasure. The treasure is hidden in the East Cave. Signora, go there for me. Okay. I guess we'll finish this region, then probably call it a night. I need to be up tomorrow. I need to be up early tomorrow for voiceover stuff. Currently looking up your options. Go vote tomorrow. Good on ya. Yep. I guess let's try some TNT. I guess I got 3 sticks of TNT I can huck at people now. You do voiceover work? So I work... I'm a localization copy editor for a video game company. So when we need to do voiceover for our games, I write the script, and then I sit in on the VO recording sessions. We hire a director, but I'm there to give context and make the calls on takes needed. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really cool work. I've met a huge number of voice actors in the industry too. They're all really cool people. The context for doing God's work. Yeah. I got really lucky doing this job. I've been doing it for almost 12 years now. Because I love it so much. So this cave seems like a problem because there's no health pickups, so I think I'm probably dead. These... Oh my god, there's health pickups! Sweet Jesus, thank you so much. It was clutch. Might actually have a chance here. Done VA work once for a bit part in a game I worked on. The character ended up being scrapped before release and never got used. Damn it, that was fun to do. Voice actors really seem to enjoy what they do. And it's certainly easy to see why. I will say, it's a tough industry to get into. And I know that from being the person who's like doing the casting for these things. Like, the thing I'm working on right now, it's a 2-minute cutscene with characters that have been in the game for a long time but have never been voiced before. Ow. And so we put out a casting call for this, and like we needed 1 man and 1 woman, and we seriously had like 100 audition reels to go through for each. And I mean, there were a lot of really, really good actors. There were some actors that I worked with before that I have a really good relationship with that are just like fantastic people that I couldn't use because they just didn't have the right voice for what I needed. So while it seems like a really cool job, I feel like the business aspect of it, of trying to get work by competing with the rest of the industry, would be incredibly stressful. Do you work on visual novels? That kind of sounds like something a VN server. I mean, no, I don't. I do not. I think most of y'all probably know the company I work for. I work for Nexon. Have you ever played MapleStory? If you played MapleStory in the last 12 years, you probably read something I wrote. Just hired John DiMaggio. He's expensive. I play the 3D MMO. I love acting. Relay works pretty tough in that sense. My sister's an actress. She told me a lot about how the process goes. Yeah, it's tough. I very much respect all the voice actors I worked with for like putting themselves out there. But yeah, it seems like a really tough profession to hang with. No, death is certain. So if I continue, you seriously have to do the whole fucking thing over again. That is, oh my god. I would have to do that dungeon crawl over again. I would have to do that platforming section over again. That's nuts. That is fucking insane. So I will say this. I am perfectly prepared to say, this is a legit cool game. This is a really well put together game. It looks good, it sounds good, it controls well. The variety in gameplay is mind-boggling for the time. But holy fuck, play this with save states. I would call this unplayable without save states. Like, that makes such a huge difference. I am not willing to put that kind of time in. Yeah, save states are absolutely your friend. Lone Ranger could not handle the rigors of voice acting, Diz. I was gonna ask you worked on RPGs. I figured you weren't specifically bringing shit up. One more private. So I mentioned it before. It's not really something that I'm coy about. Oh, this was the original voice of Claptrap. Quality of life was removed to fit in more game modes. Yeah, apparently. So. But anyway, this was cool. I'm glad we experienced it. And I'm glad we got to see this. And speaking of which, I'm glad we got to see this too. So real quick, let me let's do a little preview of what we're going to be doing on Saturday then. Game Boy stuff. All right. Game Boy stuff is next. So, and we got 6 games to potentially take a look at. I did y'all, I will have you all know, I did you solid tonight. I played everything that came up in the features without anybody having to throw in Dragon Coins. That is not going to be the case on Saturday. There's like maybe 1 or 2 of these games that I might be interested in playing myself, but y'all are going to have to pony up if you want to see me suffer. Question for those of you who got your hands on Elden Ring, is it any good? Good question. Don't know yet, it's got frame rate issues apparently. Yeah, I heard the day 1 patch actually made things worse for the PC version, so that's unfortunate. But yeah. Anyway, gang, let's talk about the schedule real quick. Give you a couple reminders, and then I'll send you on your merry ways. Tomorrow night is Variety Night, and since there's a Next Fest demo festival going on Steam, we're gonna take a look at some adventure games. I'm gonna pick out a hearty selection of games to try out. Maybe we'll find something cool. Definitely found some cool stuff during the last demo festival. Kingdom of the Dead, which I played last week, I guess. Was it last week or the week before? I found during a demo festival, so here's hoping. Sega Genesis Gauntlet is actually fucking sick. I've never played it. I've only played the Nintendo ones. Saturday, of course, we'll be right back for the Power Hours, taking a look at these Game Boy games, and maybe the rest of the magazine, if we get the chance. Lolo 3 is lurking in here somewhere, and I definitely want to put some time into that, so we'll see if we can polish this off in one more night, or if we're going to need 2. I'll be off on Sunday, as usual, and then on Monday, we're starting up Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. Cannot wait to get into some classic FPS phasering. Ought to be a really good time. What is the deal with Lolos? And then we'll be starting, tentative plan is to start our next big SNES RPG a week from Monday, March 7th. So definitely make sure you get in a vote this week or next week for what you want to see if you haven't already. So with that said, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go find somebody doing a thing. I'm not going to send you to an Elden Ring streamer. I know if you're here tonight, you're probably avoiding spoilers. Otherwise, you'd be watching Elden Ring already. How about... Ooh. I think Dama's playing something cool. Let me confirm real quick. Let me confirm this is actually what I think it is. Not. Oh, cool. Oh, it is. Okay. Dama is playing The Witch's House, an RPG Maker indie adventure. I think that one's been recommended to me a couple times too. We might end up playing it at some point, but I'll stay over there for now. Seems thematically consistent with what we've been doing. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for choosing me over Elden Ring. You have no idea how much that means to me. That me and my dog-eared old Nintendo Power scans can actually win over some hearts over the mighty Elden Ring. Very, very encouraging thing. Maybe we'll have more of that on Saturday. Hopefully I will see you then, or tomorrow night. Either way, but until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.